Good day everyone, welcome to a new update of me, Michael van der Poppen, also known as Crypto Michael. And today we're going to discuss the markets. But before we're going to discuss the markets, a few points that I want to stretch out. Yes, it's nice that we're seeing those movements on altcoins and that we're seeing such a surges around the corner. However, there's just a few things that you should be aware of, and that is the funding rate is going through the roof on almost all pairs on Binance, which likely gives us the correction quite soon. It gives us another argument for a correction quite soon, as the liquidity is beneath us and the amount of people that I'm seeing that are bullish on every tweet and shouting that everything is just going to the moon and not even correcting for a little is just insane, which means that the overall euphoria is also on skyrocket levels right now. So in general, if you don't have any positions in the market right now, or if you don't have any altcoin positions yet or any Bitcoin positions, the higher time frames are still the time frames that you should be watching, in which you can see that there is not an entry point. The correction will come, and those corrections will grant you great opportunities for trading in general. Are we topping out? We don't know. Are we getting close? I think we will. Before we continue, I'm above 15k subscribers and I've got a target to make 20k before the end of the year. Subscribe to the channel beneath, ring the bell, and you will stay notified on every new post that I'm making on the markets. We are going to have 2 live streams in the week from January 1st as well. We're going to have interviews, we're going to have duo streams, educational content. So next year will be the year that this platform is going to grow. So subscribe to the channel. Next, we have got a discount until the end of November on a group, on a platform where I'm sharing my complete strategy on the markets, providing educational content and even more. So check out the link that is in the first post and in the description. We also do consultancy hours, so if you want to have 1 hour with me or one of the staff members, also send me a DM or email me on the website. Regarding the markets, we know that we've got the higher time frame chart, and I've just got a new chart out here so we can just analyze it the right way. 19k, clear resistance zone there. 19k is also a clear marker where we can probably see people selling their positions, given that this is the narrative of the previous bull cycle. There's likely going to be some sellers here inducing that they want to take profit given of this point. And there is also just the overextended move here through which there is the liquidity beneath us, as we know. We also know the higher time frame levels that we should be watching, so I'm not going to discuss that at this point. Overall weekly time frame still the same levels to be watched as well. Daily time frame, we know that there's a crucial level around 18k that should be holding. If that is lost, I'm expecting correction to occur to 16. So that's the daily time frame on Bitcoin. 4 hour time frame, we see that we've got this level marked here, and we can actually make the level quite clear. So what we want to see is that the block around 18k is going to hold. In general, we might be seeing a bearish divergence here as that's applied, and there's also a weak breakout recently, which might mean that if we drop and lose this area around 18k, we will have a fast drop down towards the 16k area. Holding here and rejecting or making a lower high through which we are going to test the support even more is going to be something to be watched in general. If Bitcoin loses this 18k zone, it's quite likely that we're going to have a correction of 10% on Bitcoin's price, and you know that altcoins will not go up if that happens on the markets. 18k is the level to watch for now. If that bounces, the next resistance zone to watch is between 18.5 to 18.6. If that rejects and we're going to test the low again, probably after tonight's CME open, as then there's not a CME gap, I think we're going to see a further correction. If we break through 18.5, 86, we might be making a third top to extend this bearish divergence. Only valid, this bearish divergence, if we lose 18k. XRP, massive move. We've hit the third resistance area in the article I've made on Cointelegraph. Massive that it got almost 50k viewers. Says a lot about XRP in general. Hit the next resistance zone, and we do know that based on historical price movements, there is always one massive move on XRP, and then the correction starts. So we just witnessed that move, and now we're probably going to see a copy paste of what we've witnessed previously. So a block here where we're going to range around. After that, another correction, a sideways period, and then the next move occurs, and the next move can be a large one. The next wave of XRP can most likely bring us towards above $1. But in general, we just broke this resistance zone. There is most likely going to be a correction over the coming weeks towards this previous resistance zone to flip for support. So is this an entry for XRP? No. Is this a trend reversal? Most likely. There is most likely a trend reversal on XRP and the markets in general. So you want to be buying the dip on higher time frames and to exploit the profits that you make by doing that. If we check the lower time frames, we can actually see that there's a potential rising wedge construction in the making. Quite tricky. We flipped the previous high for support. If we do lose the 43 cents level, we are going to make a drop towards 37. So definitely not an entry point for XRP at this point, but you know the levels that are interesting in general here. ETH USD, massive move as well. And I've been describing ETH USD in general, in which I'll just make a lower time frame point here, in which we have been using the Fibonacci level. ETH USD getting towards the resistance zone, which means that we are currently in disbelief phase. We have made this support resistance flip, but most likely we might be getting this a slight sell-off in which we test the previous resistance zone. Then you should be watching the area around 370, 390 before we're going to make the next surge. If that correction occurs aligning with Bitcoin, the next resistance zone to watch for ETH is $1,000. So next year I'm expecting ETH to go to $1,000, but not right now. Current rally is most likely getting a topped out version quite soon. On lower time frames you should be watching whether $500 is going to break, yes or no, and whether Bitcoin is going to make any move, yes or no. Ethereum BTC, that might be done correcting already. The crucial level that has to held. We have to be describing that for a real period. Now we most likely get a sideways period like we see in every previous period during November, December. The next rally is most likely going to bring us towards 0.6, which is around 20k, around $1,000 per ETH. Slight update on the markets. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, check out the website, and I'll see you again tomorrow on the live stream.